Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Casil here, and I'm ready to show you your foldable for physics for our motion, vocabulary, and equations. So, this video is for how to construct your foldable. If you are a professional foldable maker, then please take advantage of the fact that you can fast forward the video so that you can speed up and skip through parts. If there are things that I do that are confusing, remember you can always press the pause button to be able to go back and do things. So, without further ado, I'm going to take a whole sheet of paper. I'm going to take a whole entire page on my notebook. If your notebook is smaller than a full sheet of paper, go ahead and trace your notebook out on that paper and trim it down so that it fits a full page. I'm going to fold 2 anchor tabs that are the size, that go along the long side of my paper, on the left and the right. Oh no, it's not perfectly even. Close enough is good enough, ladies and gentlemen. Once you fold these 2 anchor tabs, I'm just positioning my paper here. I'm going to be putting glue on the top of this anchor tab so that then I'll be able to just fold it over and stick it to the page. So I'm lining everything up right now so that I'm not gluing off the page. Remember, when you're dealing with liquid glue, which by the way does stick better and longer than glue stick, you want a dot dot, not a lot. Make a line, keep it fine, just a dab of glue. Yes, that's enough glue to hold this whole piece of paper all year. Just going to fold it over. Slow count of 5 makes it stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of my page. Now you may be thinking, whoa, hang on. Did we just glue a piece of paper down in a fancy way? Couldn't we just smeared glue everywhere on the back? Well, yeah, but that's not nearly as fun. Plus, it doesn't work. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now I have this sheet of paper. It's glued on the edges, but not in the middle. Take your scissors. Gently, without peeling the glue up, because it's not all the way dry. I'm going to get my scissors positioned underneath the edge of the paper I glued on, and then I'm just going to cut straight up the middle. Oh no, it's not perfectly straight. Close enough is good enough. And for those of you real perfectionists, just measure everything out and draw it with a pencil and a ruler first. Alright, each side I'm going to be dividing into 6 equal sections. I'm going to attempt to have each side match up. So I'm just going to turn my notebook. 6 divided in half is 3. So I'm going to cut this tab in half up to the folded edge. And then I'm going to divide each half into 3 tabs. You can even use the lines in your notebook to count if you want to be really precise. Or like I said, those of you who really want to nail it, measure with a ruler. There's no harm in it. So I just cut 6 tabs on this side. I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to use where that slit is to sort of help guide where I cut for this other side. So, because I do want them to match up with one another. Lovely weather we're having today, right, everybody? Okay, there we go. So, congratulations. That's the first foldable that you've got. For my second foldable, I'm going to use another whole sheet of paper, but I'm going to cut it to make 4 separate tabs. So to do that, I'm folding it in half with a hamburger fold. Then I'm going to fold it in half again so that I have it lined up where there are now 4 quadrants in the paper. Oh no, they're not perfectly even. Close enough is good enough. Then to trim this down, I'm going to shave the fold. I'm just going to trim the fold off, making sure that I cut through both pieces of paper. I get a nice little fun curlicue. Then I'm going to shave the fold off the other 2 parts. Could you fold this and unfold it and cut it into 4 pieces that way? Sure. But then you end up with funny little edges on everything. Okay, now that I've got my 4 pieces, I'm going to be constructing this foldable on the page right beside my first foldable. This one is going to consist of 4 tabs layered on top of one another. So the first thing I'm going to do is fold an anchor tab at the top of each one with it in a landscape orientation so that its longest dimension is going from left to right and its shortest dimension is going from top to bottom. Just going to fold an anchor tab on top of each of these. Anchor tab's the place where my glue is going to go to anchor the paper down. Oh no, they're not all the same. That's okay. So, my first tab, I'm going to position near the top of my paper, but I'm going to leave a space for the title later. And I'm going to put glue, dot, dot, not a lot, just a dab of glue. And I'm going to fold that up and let it dry. Slow count of 5 makes it stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and now I have a tab. If I did a good job here with my folding and my gluing, it's going to go like this. I'm going to take my second tab, put a little bit of glue, just a dab of glue. I'm going to position it near but not touching, and then fold that up. It's okay, and it's good that there's a gap right there. Slow count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to repeat that for the others. If you totally get this, fast forward through this part. And last one. The whole point of doing a foldable is that we're creating a hands-on tool. If you're like me, reading your notes may not be the best way to get information to stick in your brain. Instead, and the sun has come out, isn't it nice? Instead, having a tool that you have to interact with is really helpful. Also, this tells you exactly how many pieces of information are important. We're going to be covering 4 pieces of information here. And on this side, we're going to be comparing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of information, comparing and contrasting. Thanks for learning with me. Good luck in the next video.